Yeah, no,
They'll be like, "No, what the fuck's that moron talking
we don't.
about?"
We're not there. Like we're not a dictionary. You know, I'm not writing a fact book right now. I'm just
That's
being a
true.
person, sharing my perspectives and my thoughts
This is true.
on things.
This is true.
With the backlight going on.
Well,
I said with the backlight because it's all the window.
oh yeah, that sucks. You want to put it somewhere else?
I
You can bring the stand too if you want.
it's kind of fun. Let's see. We're using this. No, why not? Put it here. Whoa. Oh, there we go.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Should we have tortillas with this,
Yes.
or maybe we should finish this bread? I made that.
Sure, yeah.
We could do that. We could slice it up. There's no mold on it yet.
No,
No. All right.
I mean I don't think so.
Huh?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not that old. I made it maybe 4 days ago.
Bread. Homemade bread.
I always make my bread. For the most part, I always do. I even tried doing hamburger buns, but I failed. That's why I bought those. It was an epic fail. You said yes on the tortillas? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well. Shit. Let's go all out. It's breakfast with Beami.
I feel so clothed.
Do you? Yo, you gonna put your sleeves up?
Yeah.
Look at these dogs. They just go through those phases of energy time, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, we're down. Look at them.
Where's Nova?
Nova's on the other couch.
Oh damn. Yeah, they're all on.
Yeah, they're all out, man. Look at Amberoni's over there chilling.
She's always listening though.
Yeah, shit. They always pay attention, right?
Yeah.
They're like, when's the next TREAT? That's what they want.
So what are you whipping up? Some rice, ham, egg.
Yeah,
breakfast.
ham, egg, and mixed with
Goulash.
rice and keep the engine going.
Yes. Yes.
It's fuel. It might not be pretty fuel, but it's fuel.
Man, every time I write a song or make a song or whatever, I'm like, the first bit, I'm like, man, this song's great. And then the second bit, I'm like, man, this is garbage. I hate it. And then what happens next determines the entire fate of it, which is like, I keep working at it, and then I'm like, no, actually, this was a good idea. Or I keep working at it, and I'm like, I hate this more than I ever thought I could hate anything.
We could be our worst critic, man.
Yeah.
And if we listen to ourselves, forget it, man. We'll never freaking do anything.
Yeah. It's true. I don't ever dress up, or well, I guess I do more these days. But when I'm wearing these kind of like decent clothes, for like no reason on a random Monday morning, it's because I gotta do laundry. I'm out of.
So it has nothing to do with being Sir Beami.
No. No. I want. What's up, Greek freak?
So no.
Giannis fan? You Bucks fan or Greece fan? Bro, what's up?
I forgot. Oh, no pinkies up then. Has nothing to do with pinky up.
Nothing to do with pinkies up. I'm not a pinkies up kind of guy.
Yeah, me neither. I'm far from that.
Hell yeah.
I'm far from a pinkies up guy.
He's a monster.
Who's a monster?
Giannis Antetokounmpo, the basketball player. Show your boyfriend. It's funny, Mikey. You don't have a boyfriend. Can't show him to you.
Oh.
Where's your boyfriend, Mikey? Someone said Mikey 15 Red said show your boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
You mean Master Chef?
What are you talking about?
Master music producer, artist, Master Chef, Mr. Noah.
All I'm doing is getting fucking breakfast ready, man. Getting some fuel.
I'm a free man, Mikey. I don't attach myself to such titles. Nor do I date men, so there's that as well.
Yeah.
Can't have a boyfriend if you're not.
Quite the opposite.
Play any sports? I grew up playing. I mean, I really wanted to play football. My parents, my stepmom didn't let me, but I would have been a quarterback. So I grew up playing a lot of basketball, like pickup. So I mean, I'll play. Yeah, I'm good at anything.
He could throw a ball pretty damn well and far.
Yeah, my dad was a baseball pitcher. Mikey said, I'm not gay either, but my boyfriend is. That's funny. No, my dad was a baseball pitcher, and I should have been, but I was too focused on playing football. And I don't know. I still prefer to throw football over baseball. I should have played basketball, but I didn't. But I'll play anything. I'm actually like weirdly good at volleyball. I love volleyball. Volleyball's so fun, and I'm pretty good at it. Long and lanky. I'm a cat. Oh, you're a catcher. Hell yeah. Catcher's like to me one of the toughest positions in baseball.
The catcher?
Yeah, I mean you always.
I think so too. I think so.
You got a lot of responsibility with these. Damn, y'all are both catchers, Mikey and Greek Freak.
No shit.
That's with the pitcher like me, hurling 95 at you. It's like sometimes it's gonna go a little wild, go a little crazy, and catchers are crucial. Plus, they always got to know everything that's going on the field, like the whole time. All the base runners and all that. Hey, Kenny's back. What's up, Kenny? I used to play travel. I quit for oh, sweet. I like basketball better than baseball. And growing up, I always like football better than basketball. But now, I think I like basketball better than. I don't know. It depends. I think at this point it's more of a social thing for me anyway. So I'm not like trying to go out and be.
To play sports?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not much of a sports guy myself either.
I like basketball because I can just show up somewhere and, other people can too. And like we can just compete and go at it. Whereas if we're trying to go out and play football or something, we got to, have enough people. We got to have a team or something. You can't just like go out and be competitive whenever you want. Whereas basketball, you can just show up and start shooting.
Just start shooting.
I'll play against myself in basketball all the time.
Yep. What is that game, that solitaire game called? Horse? Play horse? Is that what it's called or some shit like that?
It's not really solitary, but it can be. It can be, I guess. I made up a game. It's hard to like USA sports as growing up. We don't see them, so by the time you do, you already got. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like that's true anywhere. Because I was thinking about that in terms of music too. There's like so many different instruments that are in other countries. Like India has all these different instruments that we never even heard, like the ektar, the barimbau, I think might be Indian or Eastern, and we don't even like know them and play them or know what they sound like. But that's like a crucial part of other cultures' sounds and stuff. And I don't know. We're also limited by what we like. We're born into. We don't expand
Yeah.
much out of that.
The world is
Which is
huge.
a shame to me. Yeah. The Beatles, yeah, they did. Yeah, the Beatles were good at bringing in like world. I mean, John Lennon, George Harrison, some of the others. They used a bunch. Yeah, they wanted to learn different instruments from all over the world. There's that famous photo of the Beatles playing didgeridoo, which is what I grew up playing because my dad played didgeridoo. And they went and like anyway. Yeah, I did watch the Olympics, not like all of it, and not for the beginning, but
I saw the breakdance tournament.
it's what he watched. Yeah. Did you see that Australian breakdancer? How did she get there? Man, you've had more than a few good bands from the UK. They paved the way for a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, still to this day.
Yep.
I
was just telling you about those guys. OMA.
Oh yeah, they're from the UK.
They're
Right?
from the UK.
I think it said that they were Isaiah Rashad's band.
Who?
OMA. Isaiah Rashad's like a rapper, I think, and they
really
are his band. And then they also just do their own thing.
Oh, I didn't
That's
know
why
that.
they do all those hip hop things.
Oh shit! Okay, I didn't know that.
That's what he said, I think.
I did not know that. That would make, I guess, some sense.
Damn, this guy said, Coy said that David Bowie was a school friend of his mom.
Oh, that's cool.
David Bowie's a legend. That's her claim to fame. Yeah, I mean, and what's cool about people like Bowie is that they were so independent and like themselves, an individual. There's guys, not even necessarily people that I'm necessarily a big fan of, but there's people out there that are like, no one was like them. Bowie, Prince,
yeah, it's so unfortunate.
even Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Being an individual like that, being independent can be a little tough.
Yeah.
It's definitely a little tough.
It either works out for you or it doesn't. And sometimes both at the same time. He said his mom was said that Bowie was very shy at school. I could see that. He seems like in his independent life he'd just be kind of, that's how I am. I mean, I love to perform and be exposed to a lot of people, but I'm low key.
Remember what I've told you? Well, I've told that even like I would tell my wife, because my wife would be like, every time you're on stage and shit, you're like in the back. And that's what I tell her. Look, put me in the back. Don't shine no lights on me. I love to be on stage. I love to see the people. I love the energy of just performing. Yeah. Just don't put the spotlight on me. I'll be behind the damn curtain if I have to. I'll be like the Wizard of Oz, just behind the curtain.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of the opposite for me. My stepmom was always like, "Oh, you like I couldn't have one-on-one interactions and conversations." My dad. That's not my dad, but he said you're funny. I think he's sorry. I'm assuming he's talking about you. He said your dad's funny. But
I don't think so. I'm not his dad, dude.
Yeah, we don't look related.
Look at this contrast.
No, you're good. You're good. He said sorry. I thought I'd do that.
It's
no
big deal.
Homies, we're making a new song this morning, and we're taking a break to
get some sustenance.
Eat some food. Is it ready?
It's just about.
Sweet.
Just about.
Yeah. Keep snacking.
Yeah.
I'm from Austin, Texas, which is where we are right now. And he's from Chicago, but he lives in Austin now. And I'm moving for the first time
out of Austin.
I mean, I've traveled around a bit, but I'm like not coming back type of leaving pretty soon on Friday.
That's why we're trying to crunch this last tune out.
Right. We released a song recently. It's called Tarzan. You should check it out.
Definitely check it out.
It's pretty good. It's a little groove. It's a big groove. It's a powerhouse. Actually. It's like It's called Tarzan. It's out on all platforms. Um, whatever you listen to music on, or right here on my channel. Oh, cool. Where are you from? Where are you coming to Austin from? He's going to the Rogan's Comedy Club Mothership. Yeah, he does his Rogan and Friends. I think I forget what day, but I've been to it. Oh, he's from England. Yeah, Austin has become quite the hub for comedy. With all of obviously Rogan and all his friends. I think it was Ron White who told Joe Rogan, "You got to get over to Austin. It's better than LA, and this is where comedy is gonna
It's
blow
grown
up."
a lot, that's for sure.
Yeah, I did a little stand up. I kind of want to do it again just for fun and just for practice, but um, it's this is yeah. It's almost like oversaturated here, like some of the people who do comedy are like fed up with the other people. Everyone's It's like every week there's like just a wave of people being like, "Yeah, I just moved here and I'm doing comedy." Like, cool.
They're like, you
I mean,
too?
yeah. I mean, like in comedy, the thing is like 90. I feel like if you can be good at it, if you find your niche and you're doing something different than other people, and but it works and it can be like appealing and receptive. People are
It's
receptive
ready,
to
bro, if
it.
you want service. I know you're on there right now. But just
No, I'll eat. Like Austin would be a great spot for it because you can easily, in my opinion, I don't know. This is just what I think, but it could be wrong. If you, it, if you're different but good, you're gonna easily separate yourself from all the other comics here. Because to me, I mean, going out and seeing some of this stuff, it's like 90, I don't know, man, it's high. Like 98% of the comics are doing the same crap, and they're all pretty bad. And then there's like a few that are like, you're like, wow, you're funny, and like just actually you're just naturally funny, and
comedy's a tough gig to begin
it
with.
is. I mean, I've been told my whole life, like in school and stuff, like, man, you're funny, you should be a comedian. And I'm like, I just I don't know how to. I just find I'm just like an observant person, and I just find shit goofy, and and in conversation I can articulate that. But in getting on stage and having a whole crowd look at you that's like expecting you to be funny or waiting for you to be funny, and you gotta force it. It's not that I freeze. I just don't know. I don't know how to do it. He said he's going to watch Chapel at Rogan's Club in February 2026. Wow, and 25. They already scheduled shit that far out.
Wow,
it's crazy. Have you been? You haven't been there, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I've only been here 7 months, man. I mean, I've been going back and forth for the past 10 years, but
Well, I'm certainly not in Austin for the comedy, and I'm not even like really a Joe Rogan fan. So, but he's definitely and spearheaded a wave that
you want me to follow you, dude?
No, you don't.
Should I follow him?
No.
Should I follow him?
Show your selfie.
Huh?
Show your selfie.
Show my selfie?
Yourself eating.
No, I don't know about that, man. I don't know what people want to see. What do you want to see? You want to see Beami eating?
I want to see you eating. They're hearing you.
Yeah, I'm here. Remember the spotlight. I'm not too fond of the spotlight.
It's all right. Maybe the spotlight is fun to you.
Breakfast of champions. Go ahead, turn it.
No, I'm gonna pee.
Huh?
I'm gonna pee real quick.
So I mean, I don't know. I've never been on a live before, so what's going on here? I can't see the text. I need my glasses. So you're gonna have to wait, guys. I don't know. He'll be right back. He'll be right back. I mean, I don't know how. I don't know if you answer all these or read all the. What are these? I don't know. I need my glasses. Sorry. He'll be right back. He's coming. I can't read any of this stuff, dude. I don't have my glasses.
You don't have to read it. You just chat.
Chit chat.
I didn't even say anything anyway. He said they have long bookings. Yeah, it's
Okay.
Makes sense. What's up, Sam? Samantha? Sam, Samantha? Samantha, Sam? How are you? I'm taking some of this.
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna say? Oh, we should make like a back to work. Yep, I feel that. Kind of.
That's what I'm glad about. Today's my first Monday in a while, but I don't really have to do anything.
Damn, hell yeah. I feel like today's one of the last days where I can afford to not do anything, but I need to start doing a lot. You got some Kool-Aid?
Yes, sir. Oh shit, I left it in there. Because it's still warm.
No, I forgot. I left my
Your glass.
Yeah, I'll go get it. We're eating goulash. No, it's a
mishmash of stuff.
Yeah, it's just like eggs and ham and
Leftover rice.
Leftover rice. Cool. Kind of like a scramble.
Yeah.
Like a breakfast scramble. We should do like a little promo vid, and it's like some super, intense, like almost like action movie thing.
For what?
And it says from the two guys who brought you Tarzan.
Oh, there you go.
And then it's like whatever as like a little like 20-second promo for the new track.
There you go.
Yeah, there are. I don't know. Yeah.
And it's gonna be different for sure.
Nova's down here and Amber's over there, and Buddy, his dog is somewhere over there.
Are you gonna want ice?
No.
Yeah, Buddy's in his usual spot. Oh, not really. Amber's in his usual spot. What's up, Nova? Why are you staring at me like that? Because it smells good? Is that why you're staring at me like that? Because it smells delicious? She's like, damn, how come every time you sit down there and you have your food, we don't get any of that stuff? You just give me this dry kibble.
Yeah, I want to. Once I get a place, I think I'm gonna start cooking for them, like cooking their food.
That's what I'm gonna start doing too.
No, I haven't asked my dogs if they're ready for cat roommates. I think that they're just ready for any change, and I don't want to. They know that something's happening, and it was like a couple months ago that I told them like, all right, we're gonna get out of here soon, and so they kind of know, but I'm leaving it up to full surprise. I mean, they know what I'm saying.
They know something's up.
They know what I'm saying.
Their energy, you could see it. It's like something's up.
They know that they've seen me pack. They've seen, and they can feel it in me that like big shift is about to happen.
They're about to go across country.
Mm-hmm. Cool girl.
Well, I hope nobody's hungry watching us eat. I hope no one's starving out there.
It's delicious though. I've been there.
Where are they from?
Who?
Whoever's on there.
Um,
Oh, they don't say where they're from, right?
no, I think Koi City's in UK. Samantha's from she lives in Pittsburgh.
Wow, in the UK? It's nighttime over there already, isn't it?
I don't know if Koi's still on.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't think it tells me who is watching, but there was someone from Korea earlier. Someone from, I don't know if he was in Greece, but he was a Greek fan. He probably wasn't in Greece if he was a catcher playing baseball. Well, maybe.
Mm.
Silence of eating.
Is that what they said?
No, it's just what I said.
Oh.
Stop talking because I'm eating.
That's bad manners to talk with your mouth full.
She said that my lives will have hundreds of viewers before I know it. That'd be really interesting. Yeah, probably actually. Since I just started being able to go live, it's like I have to have at least 50 subscribers to go live. But until I get 1,000 subscribers, my options or whatever, like how many people can watch me is limited. It's restricted.
We were actually talking about that today, how to crack these codes or algorithms, whatever the fudge they are, to get the exposure per se, get the access, get the VIPs.
It is a lot about consistency, doing it every day. And I don't know, even just like going live and chatting with different people. I've been exposed to people all over the world that have kept up kind of from here.
It's an experience, that's for sure. It's supposed to get into the hundreds by the end of the week. Like the low hundreds.
100 every day. All week. And no rain.
I don't know if the park is going to be any fun. But the dogs, they need to go out.
Yeah, even the water's warm.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Nova Scotia? She's like, some of that scrambled egg would be nice.
She said that she had 7,000 followers on Instagram when she was active in the reselling community, because she does like
really
thrift stuff.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Yeah, reselling is pretty cool. All the stuff you can find. It's got to be tough getting rid of some good finds, right? I would imagine. You're like, I'm not going to get rid of that.
I'm sure you'd always find things that like didn't fit you, but you wish it did.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, all right, well, at least I can sell this.
I know. I'd be looking at stuff. I have a problem like that. I see stuff and I'm like, ooh, I'm keeping this. Ooh, this is nice. I'm keeping this. I would not be a good reseller.
Yeah, there's some people that if they started reselling, they would be just like igniting their hoarding. Like,
pretty much.
like, oh shit, I love all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. I know I have bins of like just cables. Why do I need that? I don't know. I'm always like, I'm gonna need this one day. I'm gonna need it one day. And I never do. I just keep putting more shit into that bin.
I used to be like that, and then I realized I didn't need any of it, and you know, I don't know. I feel like I keep restarting my life, and I want to someday stop.
Like your boy said yesterday, factory reset.
Mm-hmm. Who said that? I remember that.
Your boy, the guy that came out of the trail, and you were like, hey, and he was like, what's up, Beami?
Oh yeah, Adam. Yeah. Yeah.
Woo! I feel fat again.
I feel like I still weigh 165, 160, boy.
Look, that's Buddy's tactic to, I want something. Look at him. That's his tactic. He's not,
squatting on the floor.
He's just like, there's violins playing all over the place.
My goal is to stay put for 6 months. I don't know about that. It's not my goal. It's my goal to
Oops, excuse me.
I don't know. My goal is not to lose anything for 6 months. Like, and stay on one. Yeah, I guess you could say that. It's not a bad goal. I wouldn't want to stay put for 6 months.
Stay where for 6 months?
Anyway.
Anywhere?
In one spot. I don't know. Maybe as a home base, but I want still to be able to go to many different places and be a part of many different things.
Yeah. I mean, if I was
just without like restarting completely like all of my possessions or all of my financial income, like I want that to be something that's there and yeah. I don't want to restart from like buying new toiletries again. Like, oh, I gotta, or I gotta get all new socks and underwear. Like, I gotta get all new from the very basics of survivability. I don't want to restart that.
Well, that's kind of not really restarting, would it be? Because I mean, you have they're daily essentials, so they're always there per se. No.
Yeah, but it's like it costs money to restock your drawer.
Yeah, you can do it little by little.
I have. That's what it takes, little by little. But I don't want to go through that again right now.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like, I want to be able to
you want
know that I already have all that crap day to day, all my daily essentials, and I just use them and have them. And then the rest is like what I'm building.
What building?
Like, creative stuff. Like one day get a better car and a better phone. And
I'd like a fucking better mattress right now. That's what I would like right now.
A better mattress. A couch. Oh. My own spot.
Definitely.
Like, I don't have any dishes and all that,
Hey, man, look at the bright side. You don't have to wash any.
I want to. I'm at a point where I love doing dishes. I love doing chores. I love doing household chores.
It's not bad.
I love cleaning.
It's a nice thing.
When I did stand-up, that was one of my things I talked about. Was like, I've been homeless so long that I like developed a deep passion for chores. I'm like, yeah, I can clean the floor and like do the dishes, and I get to do the, you know, that's amazing.
I guess
I
it's
get to do laundry.
I guess it is a nice privilege.
I get to cook, you know. I get to bathe myself. That's freaking sweet, dude.
You get to open your shades in the morning.
Yeah.
Open up the curtains.
I get to make my bed or something.
I get it. And then some days you're just like,
there will always be those
I don't
days.
want to do that today. But for the most part, yeah, it's very good to just be active like that.
These fly guts are delicious.
The what? Oh.
The blood of the flies.
All this freaking tint. All this. What is this? Oh, my tooth. I have 2 bad teeth. I put ice in it and it went straight into that spot. This is the vanilla.
Oh, nice.
For the mosquito repellent that I saw on TikTok.
Huh.
Let me check. It worked. It freaking worked. So if anyone's wondering about mosquito repellent, vanilla extract with some water, it does work.
Man, my hair's finally starting to feel a little better. Because I don't know. It was like super dry. It feels healthy again. Or like it's getting healthier. I was worried. You need to go outside a little, baby girl?
She's like, I want some of that scrambled egg. Did you hurt yourself, dude?
No.
Oh shit, they're all following you. Go out to that noise.
Chihuahua Army?
Yeah, the Chihuahua Army. I have a neighbor that has, I think there's 4 to 6 Chihuahuas. And they just, man, they're noisy every day. Buddy doesn't even bark at them anymore. He's just like, yeah. They're the ones that are like, rah, 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 rah. But it's just like, whatever. Let me just do my thing and get back in the house.
What's up? Good morning, Peter. Nova and Amber are doing fantastic. They've been playing hard, sleeping hard. Getting excited for the transition and move that is ahead in a few days. They're gonna have a blast. I can't wait.
I'm sure of it. New things, new smells,
New sights and sounds.
new parks, new
air.
creeks,
Yeah.
new rivers, maybe even the ocean. The ocean again.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll be at decent access to the church. Was nice. The when I went last week, the most of the teaching was about anxiety and how like in life, like something can happen and, you know, something else can happen, and it's like, yeah, but you're just battling through it. But then sometimes like things just stack layer on layer on layer, and it becomes super overwhelming. And he mentioned the pastor mentioned a book called the anxious generation or whatever, which is pretty known, I think, but about how this generation is um, more anxious than others, you know, in this world of technology and social disconnection and all that.
What we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing to me how people make the case that social media connects us all over the world. And it's like, no, that's what the internet does. And that's been true for way longer than social media. And social media took our ability to communicate all over the world with each other through the internet and dumbed it down.
It's
and,
ironic
and
how
made it worse. And
it's ironic how social media is social media, but it's so not social.
it's social media in that it's like socially it it's it attacks the social element of life. It manipulates, it directs, it affects, it impacts, and that's its design. It's not, social media isn't, hey, you know, just share about yourself and everyone will be friends and it's great. Because you can do that. You've been able to do that on the internet forever. You can make your own website. You can start your own YouTube channel. You can do all of the things that they say social media is for. But then when you do it on social media, it's like restricted. And you know, Instagram does this or Twitter does this, and you can only speak in this many characters, and you can only use this format, and you can only, and it's like that's only ever going to then funnel through the expression that you can make, rather than if we were sitting and chilling with each other over dinner, there wouldn't be any limits. You could say anything, I could say anything. We could go back and forth. We could stay there for 4 hours or 30 minutes. Like, anyways, I didn't mean to go off of social media, but yeah. So then in the last week, I've been connecting, or like the word hope has just come up a lot in different interactions, in different settings, and keep being hopeful. And what are we hopeful for, and stuff like that. And so I went to church again this past week, and the entire thing was about hope this time. And I was like, wow, that fits in perfectly. And my friend gave me a list of daily affirmations to write. This was before that. And one of them is, or two of them, Archangel Hope helps me see the silver linings in every situation, knowing that hope is always within reach. I align my spirit with the energy of hope, allowing it to uplift and inspire me, among others. But those are the ones that mention hope. And then it's been connected to this symbol of a rainbow, or a rainbow as representing hope. And the other day, I think it was a couple of days ago, when I was at the park, I like looked up and I was like,
the rainbow.
There's a rainbow, and I wasn't even sure I was seeing it correctly. And this couple with their little boy walked by me, and I was like, is that a cloud or is that a rainbow? And he was like, oh yeah, look, there's a rainbow. And I was like, okay, cool. I thought I was tripping. He's like, not this time. So it made me
have hope.
It made me like be like, all right, well, everything, you know, is communicating to me in the ways that it does, that I got nothing to worry about. So I don't have a Catholic background. I was raised completely unexposed to any and all religion. I just studied it myself a couple of years ago to learn more about it. But I don't subscribe myself to any church, any one system of belief. I just consider myself a earthling, citizen of, or not citizen, a human being on Earth, and there's universal truths that brings that maybe some religions touch on or speak on or promote or whatever, among a bunch of other things. But I read the Bible and I read a bunch of other things too, and I read and study native civilizations and cultures and their origin stories and their foretellings of the future that line up a lot with what's spoken on in Revelation and some of the other prophecies. But to me, attaching myself to one doesn't make sense when they're all so connected, and you know, gain different insights from different ways that things are expressed and words that are used. There's something very hypnotic and ritualistic and, in my opinion, dangerous because of that, about going to the same thing every day or every week and hearing the same words said over and over again.
What did we say earlier? Everything is a system.
Right.
System.
That, you know, I've seen it in the old generations above me and around me, whether they were born. I mean, the people who were born into Catholicism or really anything, Judaism, Islam, whatever, like Hinduism, they seem much more likely to continue in it or have it be a part of their life than those who weren't. And I think
was
that
brought
speaks
up
a lot.
Catholic, and I kind of strayed away from it.
But think about how many people you grew up with and in your family, and
the whole family's like that.
Yeah.
The whole family's like that,
and they're all born into it.
Yeah.
Most
when you get older, it's funny how when I started getting older, I found no interest in it, in the sense of I just found no interest in it. I got nothing out of it. Some things maybe, you know, like you were saying earlier, maybe hope and stuff like that, but that's about it.
Well, I just come at it from a very like historical perspective where, based on history, yeah, I agree with that. Well, apparently you took the message back or it got retracted for some reason, but I saw what you said and I agree. Yeah, but like, because I'm interested in cycles and the way that the past teaches us about the present and the future, then that's what keeps me interested and engaged and stuff like that. Because the good news of the Bible is that Jesus, the gospel is the whole good news is that Jesus is coming back. But that's not really the point. I think that if that's just all you focus on, you're missing the point of like when Jesus said that he would be coming back, it's when all of these signs come true. And people don't really value the signs. They just care about if he's coming back or not. But like when you
I think that's almost, they're questioning it more than anything. It's like, should I continue on this or not? And that's what I kind of get out of that.
What made me start like looking at what Jesus taught and the signs. Oh no, you're good. He said, "Your friend there will understand. Once a Catholic, always a Catholic." Exactly. That's to me is dangerous. But the signs that are listed in like Native American prophecies of what they were told by their ancestors and passed on through generation to generation, what they taught their next generations to look for and watch for were like the same things that Jesus said would be occurring when he returns. But they weren't telling them, the native tribes, like, oh, watch for this guy to return or something. It was like, these are the signs of the transition of the ages, like for humanity, for the world. And the fact that they're the same things that, and when I say things, I'm talking like increase in earthquake, like a bunch of Jesus talks about a bunch of natural disasters, the weather getting intensifying all over Earth, which makes sense because it's all like energy reaching a tension point and like a breaking point that it has to become something new after that, or like, and the process to becoming something greater is can be pretty chaotic, and the effect that has on our psyche and the human collective.
And who knows, maybe they're freaking cycles. We've probably already, humanity probably already has evolved to the point of what we think the future is going to be. We've probably already surpassed all that. We're back again. We don't know that.
Well, I mean,
the Earth is so old that these could have been destroyed and just disintegrated, and we don't know.
Right.
The Jetsons probably were already around. We don't know that.
Right. And yeah, he's a music producer from Chicago. Yeah, his name's Mr. Noe. There you go. Yeah, wars, rumors of war, plague, pestilence. Yeah, and obviously, to me, I mean, there were people in the '80s that believed, we're at the end times, and the Bible never says anything about end times. It never says the word end times, it just. It's a rebirth, not a end. It's an end of a old way of life. I think we're already out. I think the way of life that we've been living the last like over 2,000 years is outdated, and we can already step into the
last 100. Even the last 100. Yeah. Yeah, and I know what you're saying. That's why I said that we don't know. We don't know,
but
that's probably why we have a certain amount of knowledge, because
and there are, like, when you look at certain ancient civilizations, like there's no record of them dying. They just disappeared. Like, where did they go? There's entire like burials and they just left their pots and pans and vanished off the face of the earth. It's like, how do you?
That's why I'm saying, like, a lot of scientists say that, okay, the world just they know it's 6 million years old per se. Let's say, in those 6 million years, we probably evolved. The computers were already here. There has been a digital world. God knows what we've been through, and then all of that it's gone again, and it's disappeared to the point where it's back to Stone Age. And we just started all over again.
Yeah.
We don't know. Yeah. We'll never know.
Well, and then also,
that's just a possibility. It's
there are like they've there are like 26,000 year cycles that then have many cycles within them.
Right.
And the 26,000 year cycle is related to the area of space that our galaxy travels in. And where everything's like rotating, and so eventually we reach a point where we're like back in that area of the solar system that we were in 26,000 years ago, and the energy field that we enter as we pass through that area in space, like it's higher frequency, so it pushes our like energetic experience here with 3D world and stuff up to something higher.
Yeah,
it has to. But that as that's going, and the frequencies and energy that we're existing is kind of being forced higher, then whatever's below that has to fall and crumble and disappear and like
Yeah.
all the energy is the same, but it has to transmute into something greater. And then there's like many cycles within that are like 12,000 year cycles, 6,000 year cycles that takes you through different stages and phases of that process, as the whole big process.
So what do you think? The sun is
unfolding.
dying, or
It's not-
getting brighter?
It's not dying.
Because
I don't know that it's getting brighter. It's like it's vibrating higher. It's
because
a higher photonic
I thought
light.
about kind of like what you're mentioning right now. I thought of, what if the Earth? Okay, we're at Earth right now, right? We're at the perfect position for life to exist, right? We're just in that perfect zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has Venus been like Earth and it died? Or is Mars the one that had Earth and that died? Or is it the other way around? That's why I ask, is the sun getting brighter or getting hotter or whatever? Or is it dying? So in other words, picture like all the planets. You know how we have 9 planets?
Yeah.
Has there been life on the other planets? And if the sun is shrinking or getting less, has life been dying through those planets, and now it's our turn? So Venus could be the last one. So either life would be forming soon on Venus, or is it dead already on Venus because it's too hot, too close to the Earth, too close to the sun? We're at that perfect stage, and then Mars is next. Is the sun getting hot where it's gonna burn us next, but life will start growing over on Mars? That's why I'm like, what do you think? In that same sense, I
think that all of the planets, like the 9 planets that you're talking about, they go through the same phases and stages at the same time. So in this stage that we're in, with Earth being a planet that supports our life,
mm-hmm.
like everything all the shifts that are happening on Earth and the way that it's affecting Earth, the same effect is happening on all the other planets, because these are the planets that orbit our sun. But yeah, I mean, I think there were other periods in time where Mars was habitable.
But that's what I'm saying. Is it just starting, or is it dying?
It's always.
But we don't know that.
Neither.
That's not proof. But we don't know that. It's my thought, because I pictured the sun was hotter, or because the Earth seems to be in a perfect spot. It's in a perfect spot to sustain life, to be able to have life.
In my opinion,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So so if the sun was brighter, I guess, or bigger, that means that Mars would be in that perfect zone, and we'd be baking, or there wouldn't be nothing here.
Yeah.
Or if the sun was actually smaller or less bright, then we would be out of the zone, and then Venus would be in that right zone. Mm-hmm. So is that kind of like the same kind of cycles that you're kind of talking about, sort of? Maybe?
Not exactly. I mean, I don't think it's a matter of like, I think that we can reach a different plane of existence on like a higher dimension while still being on Earth. So I think that like it's all about the level of.
So we just happen to be in that seat. So we're just basically in that sweet spot forever.
No, it's more, well, potentially it depends, because if right now we're living in a 3rd dimensional reality, right? Mm-hmm. We're living a world of physical, solid things like this plate.
Right, but it's here on this Earth. Right. I don't think that dimension is somewhere, or it might be. I don't know.
We can exist in a dimension here on Earth, right here, right now, that is more where we're operating from a higher expression of ourselves that is more connected to the quantum field, and it's more like a superhero, like you were talking about water bending. Like, yeah, mm-hmm. You can just you're more directly connected to the elements and the things that make what life is. And so like you could water bend. I think water bending is something that's possible, just not in the dimension that we're in, which is we live in this like restrictive, limited idea of reality where we have to physically pick up things and stuff. But anything that we can imagine in our head, we can bring into the quantum field. And as we operate at higher frequencies and exist as higher expressions of ourselves, we are more
What dog is that?
directly.
There's a fucking dog running around out there.
Yeah. We're more directly attuned to the like.
So because it's dimensions or because it's that type of energy, I guess, so that could happen anywhere. So there doesn't have to be a sweet spot then.